1, 2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you, 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 dream of you, and can I help it if I dream of you every day? I know I dream of you, and can I help it if I dream of you every day? I love you, 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 I l
I read a story about, was it because you were coming from Lima to Miami, I think, when you were stopped at customs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if you hadn't been Johnny Depp, they probably wouldn't have stopped you, would they?
Well, it's kind of an interesting route, anyway. Lima, Peru to Miami.
It does sound like a drug run.
They're already expecting things, and I did have some things. And, yeah, there was a kind of a soft bag, and the customs guy said, would you mind opening this up? And I said, he said first, he said, what is in there? I said, stuffed piranhas. I'm sorry? Stuffed piranhas and some vampire bats. Unzipped, and then there just happened to be some sort of vitamin powder that I was taking at the time.
Yes,
I mean,
Johnny.
in all seriousness. Otherwise, I'd still be in jail. And when I unzipped it, poof, you know. And there were these piranhas and bats covered in white powder.
Why did you have piranhas and bats? Never mind the cocaine, right? Sorry, why did you have piranhas and bats?
Well, it was important to have them.
Yeah, of course.
I had to bring them home.
Yeah.
But the guy thought he'd found the mother lode, you know.
You must have been so excited.
Oh, God, it was...
Oh.
After that.
Two-hander.
He didn't go through with it, just so you know.
Oh, right. No, so how did you say?
I'm still a virgin. Oh, I was a virgin until Ricky.
Do you say that's vitamin powder? Don't worry about it, and he believed you? Is that real? They really do
Did
that?
not believe me, no.
No, right. So what do they do?
Everybody came out with guns and things like that.
Wow.
But I did have a job. The entire band got a job at this. It was a telemarketing place. But we had the extra added pleasure of offering them either a trip to Greece or a or a grandfather clock. And I think the other thing was like half a TV set or something.
Were you good at it?
I was not good at it.
Not good at it.
But I did make one sale, and the guy was going to buy like a gross of pens, you know,
yeah,
for some inordinate, crazy amount of money. And we're making the deal, and I finally just went, hey, listen, sir, don't buy this pen. Because you're not going to Greece, I guarantee you. Hey, Don, I just want to let you know, I'm here and wish you luck and everything. He goes, John, you're here, and you're not late.
That's a pretty good Don Rickles, by the way.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, he would be so tickled if you played him in a movie of your life.
Well, I then said to him, I'm going to go back out to the sea, let you do what you got to do. I'm just going to give you a kiss before you go out. Kiss, you know. Mm-hmm. So, as I go to kiss him, I said, by the way, I have a little herpes breakout.
Did he laugh? Yeah. Well...
I think you were here 2 years ago, and I felt that you'd be back sooner. And no, you haven't.
No, but it's there. I don't know if you can remember this.
I do remember it.
Is yours on? Are you wearing yours?
I actually...
You guys see what this says?
It says Johnny and Ellen. And why are you wearing it? You have not worn it. I know, I gave it to you. I actually saw you wear it someplace, and now you're asking where mine is? Is that what you said?
Yeah, pretty much. Just a question.
I was going to wear it today, and I was looking for it, and I thought, it's at the cleaners.
That's just sad. That's just sad.
I know. Do you wear it every day?
Every day.
All right.
Sometimes not on the wrist.
Oh, not on the wrist.
There are other places, you know.
I don't want it. Let's stop. Let's stop. You have a lot of tattoos. How many do you have?
I don't know.
Really? You don't know how many?
Honestly, no. I don't.
And like, what's the impetus to get one? Like, do you just go, hey, I want another thing on me?
It sort of depends. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't manage a growth, so I went and got a tattoo.
Oh, I bet you could.
Someday. Someday, you never know.
This is going in a bad direction. So,
Yeah.
just...
It's just based on, you know, various experiences that you go through in your life. I've always felt that the body is kind of a journal in a way, you know.
Right. What about just a regular journal? What about just...
I have a lot. I have one of those too. I have a lot to say.
I think when you're younger, 50 sounds old, and you're like, oh, you have this image of yourself. But don't you think you're just getting better and better?
Well, calmer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, more calm.
Yep.
And, you know, less, well, not less weirdness, but less rage, maybe. My daughter's, you know, she's 15 years old. All that cool stuff is going on, that 15-year-old girls, all that stuff.
Right.
And so, you know, she could be the sweetest thing in the world, which most of the time she is, and then suddenly I'm in trouble for something.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'm sure you did something.
I don't know, I'm pretty low-key.
Yeah. And does she have tattoos?
Several.
Really?
I did them.
You did?
I practiced on her when she was a baby.
No, you did not. We're back with my boyfriend, Johnny Depp.
It sounds super sci-fi and it sounds very far-fetched, but that technology is very close. Probably within the next 30 or 40 years.
Really?
It'll be possible, yeah.
That someone's consciousness can be uploaded and you can have a conversation with them.
Indeed, forever and ever and ever, amen. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good for some people and bad for some other people.
I agree.
Sometimes you're like, oh, that's a shame, but, you know. But there they are.
When I met Tim, it was instant, you know. It was that, you know, I saw this, looking around the kind of this coffee shop, and I didn't know what he looked like. But I knew at a certain point when I got to the guy whose hair looked like a, you know, there was an explosion at a hardware store. You know? And he was chewing on his coffee spoon. So like I walk into a joint, I know that's the guy I'm talking to. You know? For sure. Even if it's not Tim Burton, but it happened to be. You have to keep in mind that when I got the job, I was sure that I wasn't going to get the job because Tom Cruise almost got the job. You're going to have to talk to somebody else for that story, but there is some really funny shit to be garnered from that. Ask around. I come back to my hotel and like the messages and you're reading the thing and you see this thing that says Marlon Brando called at 9:37, you know, here's his number, and you're like, none of this shit's happening. I'm 9 months into a deep coma. And this is some weird shit that you really would like to happen, but it's not going to. There are three things that are the most important in succeeding in this business or whatever. Script, and script. I mean, I actually thought it was very unoriginal. I don't know, I felt like I'd heard that somewhere. No? Yeah. And they didn't fire me, which is weird. That was supposed to come later. What did that mean?
Throw some thanks, my brother.
growth and things?
Yes, anything.
Oh, I grow shit, man. No, I grow shit. I might not be growing the same thing that you're growing, but I grow shit. Chia pets. It's a big world, a lot of choices. You know?
Yeah. You and Leo well behaved on that shoot?
Leo might have been.
You ever run into Leo?
I do, yeah. He's grown. Yeah, he's grown a lot. You guys seen him? I respect Leo a lot, you know. I mean, he worked really hard. He did. He worked really hard on that film, and spent a lot of time researching and whatnot and stuff like that. And then he came to set, and he was ready to work, and he was ready to work hard, and he was really, you know, all his ducks were in a row. And I tortured him. I really did. I actually did. Because he was always talking about these video games, you know, and I told you it was kind of a dark period. I wasn't in the mood. And no, I will not give you a drag of my cigarette while you hide from your mother again, Leo. No. And so I started pulling the gags on Al. And that was the moment I realized he was absolutely out of his mind. I mean, like, no, but really, like, I mean, he's certifiably insane. I wouldn't spend a night anywhere near his house. Standing there, smoking a cigarette. Finally, I just couldn't take it anymore. I said, hey, you know, hey, here's the funny thing, Al. The one thing that I never, ever expected or imagined was that you're actually, I mean, you're actually certifiably insane. I felt good for saying it. You know?
And did he respond?
Yeah. He gave probably one of the most perfect comedic, you know, sort of bumps that I've ever seen. He just sort of looked at me and he goes, you know, we're outside, like I said, the wind, he's looking at it, you know. I said the thing about, you know, certifiable, and he just went, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You didn't know that? I said, no, I didn't actually. I didn't really know that. You know, he said, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And then he just sat there again, like the most beautiful fucking execution of timing. He just went, hey, you know something? You're pretty fucking strange yourself, you know.
To the center camera first. Okay, then slowly move to the right. Okay, I'm not directing the directors anymore. Okay, and then would you please look toward the camera?
Is this a roast? What is this? What's happening? So here's what I chose. I'm bored. I'm the chairman of the board. I'm a lengthy monologue. I'm living like a dog. I'm bored. I mean, if you could, fuck it, if you wrote that, you'd just be done, right? I'd close the fucking book and walk away. It's over. Great. I wrote that. Fuck you. Just saying.